Hi everyone, in this video we will discuss about how to integrate a SSL certificate with application gateway for secure connection. This topic is part of various Microsoft Azure certifications. If you want to go through the complete course, you can purchase these courses from my website, that is techlearning.spy.com. All the information is given in the description. If you want to check out the course content, just click on course and click on preview. So left hand side you can see all of the course contents. Other than individual courses, course packages are also available where you can find out the decent discount on these courses. Let's get back to our topic.
Today we are going to continue the same topic, that is application gateway. Yesterday we had discussed like how to deploy an application gateway. Also we saw that exactly how it works as a load balancer. Then we binded our domain with our application gateway. Okay, so let me deploy the setup quickly, and then we will continue with the new topic in the application gateway itself. So basically I have created an application gateway, and then I created two VM. Then I placed these inside a pool. Pool name is web pool. This is your song. This is your video. So both of the virtual machines are ready. And come back to your application gateway and click on app gateway. Come on backend pools. Click on your web pool. And then you go ahead and add your virtual machine song, virtual machine videos. So both are added, song and video. Okay, just save this one. Okay, so this is done. Now go to overview and copy this IP address. We have created a DNS zone here. Create a record, and record is www.learninghubtech.com, and record type will be a IP address of application gateway. So click on OK. So this record is also done, and let's wait for this to happen. Okay, so I'm trying to add two server inside this backend pool. So once it is done, then we will verify. And up to this point we had done yesterday. Okay, so I was just trying to set up the whole infrastructure. So now once this is done, and if I try with my domain name, that is www.learninghubtech.com, so it will redirect you to my website. Those are hosted in song and the video. That part we have already seen. Now in today's class we are going to discuss about how to bind the SSL certificate. So what is the meaning of SSL certificate? You might have observed that in our previous session we accessed our website with this URL, http://www.learninghubtech.com. So today we are going to see that if I want to access this website via the HTTPS protocol like this, https://www.learninghubtech.com. Okay, so HTTPS is always considered as more secure than the HTTP. Why? Let's understand it with the help of example. So all of your critical commercial websites are HTTPS only. Suppose if I come here on Google and just type ICICI Bank, okay, open this URL. So this is the URL of ICICI Bank. Just try to copy this one and put it here. You can see this is also HTTPS. Okay, so what they have done actually in this website, they have integrated one SSL certificate from my laptop. Suppose I'm a client for the ICICI. From my laptop, when I'm trying to access this website, the session which is getting generated from my laptop to the ICICI Bank server is encrypted by a SSL certificate. If you want to see that SSL certificate, come here and click on this log, click on certificate, and this is the certificate here, right? And this certificate is called as the SSL certificate. So same thing I also want to do. I also want my website to be accessed via HTTPS, and the session which is getting generated, that should be encrypted. So first of all, I need this certificate. Okay, so there are two ways to get this certificate. One way is that you can purchase it from some authorized vendor, and second way is that you can generate it via your some scripts. Okay, so in this case, if you see that there is a log button here, and it means that this SSL certificate is from some authorized vendor, right? In my case also, I'm going to create one SSL certificate, then we will see how to bind it uh, with our website. Okay, so I need a SSL certificate. So how to get that SSL certificate? So you can see, I think this is done. Just verify this. http://www dot learninghubtech.com. Okay, so this is working fine. Currently, this is HTTP. Now I need one SSL certificate. So I'm going to use PowerShell to generate my certificate. Come here on PowerShell and run as administrator. So let me see if any old certificate is there. I'll go ahead and delete that first. So there is one certificate, delete this one. Close it. Now come to your PowerShell. So which command we are supposed to run in PowerShell to create a certificate SSL? So here are some commands. I'm going to use the same command. In PowerShell, there is a command called new-self-signed certificate. Through that, you can create the self-signed certificate here. Same command I'm going to write new-self-sign. In PowerShell, suppose after writing half command, if you just press tab, it will automatically resolve that command. Okay, now you can see the complete command is appearing here. Then you mention the location where you want to exactly store the certificate after creation. So I'm writing -cert store, then press tab. So -cert store location. So location you can mention as this one, and then press. So this is the location exactly, and you want to bind this certificate with a DNS name. So mention DNS, then press tab and mention your DNS name. So basically DNS name is the domain name of your website. So www.learninghubtech.com. Learninghubtech.com. Hit enter. This spelling should be correct, whatever domain you are using. Correct. So certificate has been created. So how to check the certificate? You need to go to cert mgr and go to personal, then certificate. Now you can see that your certificate is showing here. I need to export this one, and I'm going to export it inside this folder, Azure certificate. So let's remove all this thing first, old certificates. Fine. Close this one. So I need to export this one. Come here, right click on it, all task, click on export, and next. And just make sure that when you export this certificate, export it as a private key, because I need .pfx extension behind it, and also I need to set up one password, because the same format is asked by the Azure. I will show you, but right now I need to export it as a pfx. So I have selected the private key. Go to next. Next, here you mention the password. Password is infi at 123 456. Infi at 123 456. Go ahead, click on next. Browse on my desktop Azure certificate. Here you can mention it Learning Hub Cert, and the extension is .pfx. Click on save, next, and finish. Okay, done. So if you close this one, go to Azure certificate. This is your certificate here, right? Now what we need to do, come back to your application gateway. In application gateway, what we need to do, first of all, we need to define a listener here. Click on add listener and mention the name of listener here. So suppose I am calling it listener 2, and I'm asking this listener 2 to listen on this public IP address, but this time I'm asking use the protocol HTTPS. And you will see that as soon as I select HTTPS, the port number is also changed to 443. Okay, now it is asking me about the certificate detail here. Okay, so before that, let me draw it exactly what we are doing. So this is IP address of my application gateway. Now I'm creating one listener. Okay, name of this listener is listener 2, and I'm asking this listener to listen on this public IP address on port number 443. Okay, after listening it, what he's supposed to do? He is supposed to contact the backend HTTP setting. Okay, so we already had created one HTTP setting, that is HTTP1, and inside that the information which was mentioned, that is HTML colon, sorry, not HTML, HTTP port 80, right? But when I'm configuring this listener and when I mentioned this port number and the protocol HTTP, it asked me to give a SSL certificate as well. So come back here, and now it is asking me to upload a certificate. So PFX certificate file. So you can see that it is asking certificate file in the PFX format. So we have already created, click on it and go to desktop and Azure certificate and select this one, Learning Hub cert.pfx. Open it. Cert name is Learning Hub. Okay, now password I had mentioned infi at 123 456. So I'm configuring it for the single website. So I have selected basic and then click on add. So this listener is getting created. Now I have to tell this listener to use this HTTP1 setting, and also I have to tell who is the backend target here. So I have to mention the web pool as a target where my two virtual machine has been created and website is hosted. So how will I do? I have to do it with the help of the rule. Okay, so I have to create a rule here. So let it complete first, then we will go ahead and create one rule from here. Okay, so do one thing. Let's close this one, come to rule and request routing rule. Click on it. and rule name is, let's say, rule 2. Listener name, if you come and select on it, you can see listener 2 is reflecting here. So I'm telling listener 2 to listen on public IP address on port 443 and then redirect the session to the backend target, that is web-pool, and use this particular HTTP setting, HTTP1, and then click on add. Fine. So my rule is also created. So now what I will try to do, let's wait for some time, let it happen. Then we will verify now if I can access my website with HTTPS or not. So now listener 2 will contact to HTTP1, and then with the help of this HTTP information, it will go and establish a connection to the backend targets. Okay. So my SSL certificate has been integrated here with the listener 2. So what will happen in this case? This is connected because this is public IP address. So basically through internet it is coming and hitting on my public IP address of application gateway, and this is the customer here. So what will happen when I open this website on my laptop? https://www.learninghubtech.com. You can see this SSL certificate will reflect on my laptop also, and this session will be encrypted. So when this session get established, so with the help of this SSL, the session is encrypted. It will come here on application gateway. Application gateway is going to remove that SSL certificate first of all. And this process known as Ssl offloading, and also we call it as Ssl termination. These are two technical terms. Offloading termination means the session which is coming there, that SSL certificate would be there, it will remove it, or you can say it is going to decrypt that. Once it is decrypted, it is going to use the setting of the HTTP1, and via the protocol HTTP and the port 80, it is going to communicate with the backend targets here, right? So let's verify if it works or not. Why still it is showing something? So this is the old one. This is done here. Now come to your portal. Let's open a new tab here. https://www.learninghubtech.com. Hit enter. Fine. So right now I'm getting this message here, and when you click on advanced, just read out this message. It says that this server could not prove that it is www.learninghubtech.com. Its security certificate is not trusted by your computer operating system. So now it is saying that when I'm trying to access with HTTPS, so there is one certificate, okay, but it is not trusted by your computer's operating system. So my computer operating system is Windows 10, so it belongs to Microsoft. It means Microsoft do not trust this certificate which is actually integrated with this website right now. Why? Because Microsoft is not aware at all about that certificate that is created by me. Okay, Microsoft is not aware. That is the reason I said there are two way. One, you can purchase your certificate from the authorized vendor. So when you purchase it from the authorized vendor, you will not get this message. In that case, your computer operating system basically have the tie up, and the operating system or the company is going to authorize that. But right now, Microsoft is saying that I don't know about this certificate, but it is up to you if you want to access this website. So it has given me a link to proceed with my website, but in bracket it is saying unsafe. Why? Because of according to Microsoft, this is unsafe because they are not aware about this certificate at all. Clear? So, but I have created it. I'm sure that it is fine. So let's click on proceed to Learning Hub. So here you can see as soon as I click on that, I'm able to access my backend target via this website. If you want to verify whether it's HTTPS or not, copy this once again and paste it here. You can see that this website is HTTPS here. Okay, this is HTTPS. One thing. Second thing is that if you go here, it is coming as not secure. In case of banking website, one lock was coming. It is just a difference of from where exactly you are getting your certificate, because Microsoft do not trust my certificate, so it is still saying it according to Microsoft this is not secure, right? So click on it and then click on certificate. You can see my certificate which I had integrated. So this is issued to learninghubtech.com and it is issued today. So you can see today's date and this is valid for 1 year. So it will be valid for 2021. Okay. So when my session is getting initiated from the laptop, so it is going to hit my application gateway, and with the help of the certificate, all of my session is encrypted. Finally, it will reach out to my application gateway here. Session will reach out here, and application gateway is going to do this SSL offloading. So session will be decrypted, and then from here onwards, when it is trying to reach out to the backend target, it will follow the protocol HTTP and the port 80. Here certificate SSL is not configured. So this is going via the HTTP and the port 80. So this is how this whole process of your SSL works in the case of application gateway.